Look, if you were to tell me 3 years ago that posting videos on the internet would change my life, I would literally be laughing at you. I used to be working 3 jobs back to back, right? My idea of being successful and being rich was to work as hard as possible in order to be the most successful person in the room. One thing that I learned is the wealthiest people are working smarter and not harder. Don't get me wrong, they're working hard, but they're putting their energy into the tasks that actually matter rather than delegating the tasks that do not need their time into optimizing whatever it is that they're working on to increase the efficiency, right? So to actually create wealth, one realization that I've made is to actually work smarter and not harder. Like, I literally remember, like, I used to be working 3 jobs, right? In the morning, I would detail cars. Then right after that, I would go straight into a afternoon shift, working as a caretaker for schools. And it was basically not something I felt satisfied doing. Like, it was not a job that I was fulfilled in. And then at night, I would clock into my overnight shift as a motivator. So I can tell you and assure you that I was literally drained at these 3 jobs, and I'd have to do this over and over and over again, maybe for like a year. I probably did this for like a year to 2 years, and don't get me wrong, I stacked up a lot of money. I was making more than 90% of people that I know that were in my age. Yeah. Oh, also, I was even doing content on top of that, right? But I was a fitness coach. I used to do online fitness coaching. While I was doing somewhat of a decent income, I knew that making this amount of money didn't have to be this hard, right? I always would compare myself to my friends because I had a lot of influencer friends that were successful in the content creation space, and they would say, look, I just got a brand deal. All I had to do was just speak about this for 30 seconds and I just got paid $10K. And I'm like, man, what? I had to work like 3 months to get $10,000 and you're over here making $10K in 30 seconds. And when I heard that, it flipped a switch in me, and I was like, how do I do that now? I studied what they do. Somebody who had a successful personal brand, they had a big cult-like audience, right? And one thing about having a big audience is that you attract a lot of views all the time. And what businesses see with somebody who has a lot of attention, a lot of views, is marketing. And social media is the new age marketing. Nobody's going door to door and basically promoting whatever it is that they have. They're now using social media. They're now using the internet. They're now using the tools that we now have, right? Like AI and all this type of stuff, right? And content creators are the new marketers, if you really think about it, right? That's why a lot of content creators are getting brand deals. A lot of them are getting partnerships because they realize that organic marketing will sell better than any other type of marketing. If you see your favorite influencer wearing a certain thing, you'd rather buy it by seeing that video versus if you were to see it on an ad or see it on a TV, you'd be like, this guy's already rich. Why does he need me to buy it? Right? Versus you see your favorite influencer, they have that type of gear or whatnot, and you didn't even probably know they was promoting it, but they're an influencer, right? And they get paid to literally post being in that shorts or in that shirt. As soon as I realized that having a personal brand was one of the quickest ways and one of the best ways to actually be successful and be wealthy in this lifetime, I knew I had to go 100% all in on it, right? So fast forward today, you guys don't know my journey. I moved to Bali 6 months ago, and I moved there with only $5,000, right? With the intent of blowing up my personal brand. And I didn't have no mentor like going into this. I literally just said, all right, I'm just gonna go hard. I'm gonna post 3 times every single day, 3 to 5 times every day. I'm gonna document everything I do in my life, and I'm gonna try my best to make it. If I don't, I don't. But I knew that I had this burning desire. I had this feeling that it was gonna click for me because I've been doing content for so long, and I had videos in the past where I hit 1 million views. So I knew if I can do it once, I can do it again, right? And during this time, I was going through a period where I genuinely thought that I was shadow banned. And boom, fast forward, I put in the work. I have a video that blows up, and then it literally just skyrocketed from there. Like, it was just a snowball effect of all the work that I've been really putting in from that one moment. I want to sit here and say this, right? Your breakthrough usually comes the moment you're about to give up, right? The reason why I'm saying that is because it happened to me, and it happened to one of my students. Right? He was literally, I have a content challenge that I'm running for my mentorship, and you have to post 3 times every single day. And he called me, he was like, yo, I honestly feel like this is this is a waste of my time. Like, this is not working. Like, I feel drained. I'm not seeing the results that I want to see. And we had a whole conversation. He was ready to give up. I was like, bro, Why would you stop now when you're already this far in? If you stick to it just one more day, right? If you stop now, you're gonna lose all the momentum, right? I told him, we can't stop now. We're already halfway. Would you rather, like, I literally told him, your breakthrough is literally, like, your breakthrough usually comes the moment you feel like you're about to give up, right? 2 days after he said, okay, I'm gonna go one more, I'm gonna post one more time, he now has a video over 500,000 views, bringing him followers, bringing him engagement, and he's going viral, right? So that goes to show you, the moment you feel like you're gonna give up, the moment you feel like nothing is working, is the moment that you reach that breakthrough. That's what I'm trying to say. Personal branding is like pulling a slot in a casino machine, right? Every time you make a post, it's like you're really gambling, and there's really is rules to the game. You just need to know it, and you only know it through experience, right? So what I've been doing with my students is I've been giving them all the sauce, all the secret sauce, and all the, giving them all the cheat codes to this gambling machine, and they all been going viral. My Instagram speaks the proof. I don't really need to say too much, but every single person has been seeing results within the first week or two implementing the method, right? And personal branding is one of the best opportunities, one of the best business models that you can really start in 2026, right? That's the whole main message of this whole YouTube video, is personal branding is the best business that you can start. Why? Because you need $0 to get started. All you need is literally an iPhone and basically a voice, right? And Audacity. All you need is those three things: a life, Audacity, and a phone and internet. Once you literally just start posting your life, once you start documenting your life, you will start to actually see the benefits of putting yourself out there, right? You're basically just marketing you. The more you market you, the more opportunities come. In this new age of social media, attention equals opportunities, and opportunities leads to, income streams. It leads to a whole bunch of things, right? We have some students right now that literally just got a year subscription on Duolingo. Another student got a partnership with a supplement company. Now he's getting free supplements, right? And that's because he started putting himself out there. That's because he actually started posting. So if you don't think personal branding will work, it's because you haven't even tried it yet. All right, now a big concern that I always get, or I always hear, is content creation like a trend. The truth is, even though people are on the rise, there's people going viral every single day, left, right, and center, and there's new stars being born like literally every day from posting videos. Content creation is only getting started. If you don't know how to utilize it, if you don't know how to start talking to the camera, you're gonna get left in the past. You really are gonna get left in the past. So much opportunities are being created just from putting yourself out there. And the thing is, nothing can replace a personal brand, because a personal brand is you, your life, your story, your journey. Nothing AI cannot replicate that, because it's human. I've seen so many people literally start posting on social media, and I've watched their lives literally change right in front of me, right? Now they start working with the biggest stars, right? Now they start working with these people. Now they start working with Nike. Now they start working with, Adidas, right? And it's like, it would have never happened if you didn't put yourself out there. That's just one of the many ways that you can really leverage social media to make an income, right? Through brands, partnerships, whatnot. I went the high ticket offer route, and I teach people how to grow their personal brand, and I teach them how to go viral, how to build their foundation, how to build an actual cult-like following, so then they can turn that into a monetizing career path, rather than sticking to the 9-to-5 and sticking to the traditional route. So if that's something you want to do, you can click the link down below so you can apply to work with me, and we'll see if you're a right fit for us, and we'll see if we can really help you and get that roadmap, kickstart you to basically start making your own personal brand and start monetizing and all the good stuff. So one thing people always ask me is, how do I get started on personal branding? The best way to get started is literally to just start thinking about what problem you've already solved in your life, whether it's a fitness problem, whether it's a lifestyle problem, whether it's a financial problem, right? The best person that you can speak to directly is the version that you once were, that was struggling, that was depressed, that was unfit, that was not rich, that was poor. Now you can start educating people that was where you once were to get to where you are, showing them the exact roadmap, showing them the exact steps that it took for you to get to where you are, right? And that's the best people that you can attract to your page, because you know you the best. So when you think of content, when it comes to content ideas, always come from a point of view of talking to your old self. That's where a lot of my content ideas really come from, is when I think of a version of myself that was working those 3 jobs. I think of a version of myself that always wanted to have freedom. What would I tell my younger self? What would I tell him every day? I would tell him to keep posting, because eventually it's going to start working. I would tell him to, keep putting yourself out there, keep being more vulnerable, keep trying, don't quit, because eventually it's going to work. Eventually you're going to get that breakthrough. If you want to start personal branding, you need to start with the problem that you already solved and talk to your younger self. When you're getting started, the first 90 days, I want you to literally put your head down and just post 3 times every single day. What this is going to do, you're going to have a ton of shitty videos. But the more you get those reps in, is the faster it's going to get you for you to get at least 1 viral video, right? And I like to look at content as data. When I find a video that works, I study why it worked, and then I try to replicate it but deliver it in a different format. And the more videos that you post, the quicker you're gonna learn how to get better, how to improve your hooks, how to talk better on camera. And it's just speed running your growth to actually building your personal brand. This is exactly what I've done in my mentorship, is I put them through my 30-day speedrun challenge. It's only 2 weeks, we're only 2.5 weeks in. Everybody has seen a video at least over 100K views. Right, we already have one person that had 4 million views. We have someone who hit 500K views, 2 people who hit 500K views, and only 2.5 weeks of posting. And they've never posted a day in their life. You see what I'm saying? So this is all calculated. This is all just psychology and understanding the game. Building a personal brand is not luck. It literally is just putting in the right reps, putting in the right quality of videos, having the right structure and framework before you press that post button, right? And that's what I do. I help you with that framework. I give you that guidance to post a video to have it a higher chance of going viral. So once you post for 90 days, you probably at least hit 1 or 2 viral videos. If you're starting from scratch, you probably hit 1 or 2 viral videos. If you've been posting for content consistently already, you maybe had 10 viral videos out of 90 days of posting 3 times a day. You gotta at least have 10 viral videos. 3 times 90 is 270. You gotta at least have 10 viral videos. That's another thing too. Content is literally a numbers game, right? If I was to post 50 videos and my chances of going viral was 1 in 10, right? I would get at least 5 viral videos. The more you put in the reps, the more you get better. Forget about perfection. You see perfection? Throw that shit out the window, because none of that's gonna help you with personal branding. Authenticity, rawness, being you, being human is what's more appreciated on social media. Nobody cares about the flashy edits nowadays. Nobody cares about the perfect edits or whatnot. People want to see real human experiences. People want to really see that. Everyone's tired. Everybody's already overstimulated by the editing. You see what I'm saying? So just be you. That's the best tip that I can give you right now, is just be you. The last point that I'm going to give you, and this could be very subjective depending on your current situation, but when it comes to building a personal brand, one thing that I realized to blow up the fastest is to have an interesting life. Now, obviously, like I just said, not everybody is gonna start posting such a cool life, living abroad, traveling, and this and that. Everybody starts somewhere, right? Before I even started blowing up, I had an idea, I had a vision that if I was to move to Bali, then that's when I would start to blow up and everything would start to work out. Right, so what I did is I made a plan. I said, I'm gonna save up, I'm gonna work, I'm gonna save up as much money as I can before I travel, and then I'm just gonna fully focus on content. Right, so you need to start with that game plan. You need to have that plan, right? And then once you come up with that plan, right, take that money. If you really want to build a personal brand, if you have more than 10K, what I suggest you do to build a personal brand and speed run it, go to a country where nobody knows you, right? This is a method that I've seen work time and time again with so many different creators, including myself. Go to a country where nobody knows you and just start living life. Make a bunch of memories, make a bunch of dad lore, make a bunch of mom lore, just do crazy shit. Do a bunch of crazy things. Make your life interesting. That's gonna be the quickest way that you're gonna blow up on social media, right? When your life is actually interesting and you can document that and deliver it in a story, people love storytellers, right? Look at all the kids. When we're all kids, what do we fall asleep to? Stories, right? We all get hooked onto stories. If your life is just boring, it's gonna be hard to blow up. You can blow up, don't get me wrong. I work with people who have such a boring life, but yet they've still went viral. It's still possible, but I'm saying if you really want to grow the fastest, start investing your money into life experiences and start making your life interesting. So with that being said, if you're ready to start building your personal brand, I hope this video has at least sparked that interest. Or if you already are doing a personal brand, I hope this video has gave you some hope that, you know, if you haven't hit that breakthrough, if you haven't had that viral video, I want you to know it's coming, right? It's gonna take some time, but as long as you put your head down, you keep staying consistent, it's gonna come. The breakthrough is gonna come. Now, if you want that breakthrough to come faster, you can apply to work with me in the link below. And then I'll teach you all the secret sauce that I've been giving all my students, going viral left, right, and center, right? Getting opportunities and all that. But with that being said, make sure you follow me for more content growth tips. It's your boy Jalen. We signing out. Peace.